As always, when I do a bank reconciliation, I like to start with the numbers from the bank and the numbers from the checkbook, the cash ledger, as a starting balance. So I'm told that per the general ledger, we have $8,397. That's what we think we have. And the bank tells us that their records indicate that we have 11,727. Those two numbers are given to us. Now we have to go through and do the reconciliations. The only thing tricky about this problem is they tell you the total number of checks that were written, the total number of checks that cleared, and they tell you the total number of deposits made and the total number of deposits cleared. So they tell us during the month we wrote $72,467 worth of checks. 70,982 have cleared. Therefore, $1,485 worth of checks are checks in transit or checks outstanding. Checks outstanding, $1,485. They gave us the information about deposits in the same unusual fashion. They tell us that during the period the company deposited, or actually earned and hadn't deposited yet, the cash receipts were $74,320, and the bank had cleared $71,295. So the difference there, $3,025, are deposits outstanding or in transit. Now remember, these are checks, so we subtract those, we add the deposits. Now, we have to read the rest of the information. They tell us that the bank charged us a service fee of $150. Seems like a lot to me, but it's not my bank. That's $150. We need to subtract that from our balance. They also tell us that the bank collected a note for us for $5,000, so they know about it. They're telling us about it now, so we have to write down the note collected of $5,000. And it's a note, so there was interest revenue. We also have to write that down. Now remember, this is a bank statement, not a checkbook, so we're not doing debits and credits. And that's $320. Then they tell us that we carefully examined our deposit slip and our bank statements, and we realized that the bank made an error of $300. They took $300 out of our account, should have been taken out of somebody else's account. We go to the bank, they agree to it, we have to put that money back into our account. So that's $300 that we add. They're the total reconciling items, and when you reconcile both sides of those, this adds to $13,567. This adds to $13,567. Now we have some things here that we have to journalize. The service fee has to be journalized, and the note collected has to be journalized. So it asks us to do that next. Just happen to have a handy debit and credit sheet handy. So let's do the cash and the note first. I like big numbers, especially when there's dollar signs in front of them, and especially when they're coming in, not going out. So we have cash of $5,000 for the note plus $320 interest. So our total cash, the debit to cash, is $5,320. We have a credit to the note receivable for $5,000. And we have a credit to interest revenue, $320. Remember, debits and credits have to equal. Then we also have to pay or record the service fee. So we have service fee expense or bank charge expense, whatever you want to call it, $150. And that, of course, is a credit to cash of $150. That concludes exercise 411.